Hi everyone, today I want to share with you how to use SGX Stock Screener to give you some stock ideas, at the same time analyze the stocks professionally. Now first thing of course you have to go to the website www.sgx.com. That is the place to go. If you just click on the drop down, securities, click on it, price and screeners, click on it, and here we have it, SGX Stock Screener. Click on that. Now what we have here is SGX Stock Screener, which actually serves two main purposes. Number one, it helps you to filter stocks based on the criteria you set. Now as you can see here in the universe, SGX universe, we have about 700 counters. And you can set filters to sieve out stocks that pass your criteria. Like for example, personally, I only go for stocks with dividend now. I click on it and I want dividend of at least 3%. I just play the lever. And usually I go for stocks with PE less than 20 times. So of course, if I want lesser, I use the right lever this time round. Okay, PE less than 20. Okay, so you have quite a bit of other indicators to choose from. The other two indicators I use quite often is ROE. So ROE to me is a growth indicator. High ROE do suggest that company is conducive for growth. And what is high to me is more than 15%. And net profit margin. So generally I only go for companies with at least profit margin of 5%. So you can see after putting through all this filter, I only have 25 companies that meet my criteria. And these 25 companies are all listed here. So please don't get me wrong, doesn't mean that these are the best company or these are the company that has the highest chance of price increase. So what it does is just filter out stocks that pass the criteria. End of the day, don't forget when we actually buy a company, is the business that's the most important. Okay, choosing the right business is the most important. So what this does is just help us to screen out potential stocks that probably can fit our portfolio. Okay, so of course after you've done this, we should analyze the stocks a bit further. Maybe I just pick one stocks that many are familiar with, Jumbo. If you are a seafood fan, you probably know what this company does. Yes, sell very famous chili crab. So once we come in here, we can actually do quite a bit of analysis for this company. So the first thing you can see here, they actually show the price chart. So look at what happened here. Actually since January, okay, the price actually went for a drop. So obviously this company is affected by the current virus situation, and if after analysis you think that this company is good long-term wise, you think that the business is going to be okay, so in fact it may be a good time to start accumulating the stocks. Okay, so what are the things that I usually look at to analyze the companies? Number one, I look at the valuation. Is the company cheap or expensive? The few things I look at is this P ratio. Okay, I'll go for companies P less than 20 times. Dividend yield, like I mentioned, okay, so it do pass my test. This is less than 20 and I will get at least 3% dividend. So the other thing I do check here is that the company must be financially healthy. So I click on financials. Some of the ratios I look at, like current ratio must be greater than 1, so it do pass my test. Net interest cover to me must be greater than 3, so again it's on pass my test. Net profit margin, as I mentioned just now, I want at least 5% again, so this passed my test. So the other few things I look at here is this. If you scroll down a bit more, you can actually see the income statement over the past few years. So I usually click on income statement. I look at net income after tax, and you can see the income pattern over the past 5 years, in fact. So what you see here is this. In fact, I would say that the income profile is quite stable. They had a good run in these 2 years, but for the last 2 years, actually came off. But I would still say that it's actually still quite stable. And of course, the other thing to look at is cash flow. I look at cash from operating activities. Again, you can see that it's more or less quite stable. Yes, there's some, they actually had a good run in these 2 years, but generally speaking, this is the profile as you can accept. The last thing I look at is debt equity ratio. So I'll look under ratios. I click down, debt equity ratios. Okay, so you can see that in fact this company has no debt. Okay, so this is what we do with SGX Stock Screener. You can screen out stocks. You can analyze the stock professionally. Like in this case, I think Jumbo actually meet almost all my criteria in a numerical sense. But of course, end of the day, as I mentioned just now, buying stocks, you are buying the business. You must like the business. You must believe that the business can do well. So very important, you must please know what the business do. So in fact, SGX Stock Screener also give you the information. You look under company information, they tell you what do they do. And of course, you should actually go and visit the website at least, okay, see what they do, and you must really like the business before you be a shareholder of it. If you're curious to find out why do I use those numbers as my criteria, and more importantly, what is my investment strategy? How do I create my stock portfolio to give me a secondary income stream? I strongly urge you to take up my online course, Long-Term Share Investing Technique. I've uploaded this course on Udemy, and this is a 3-hour course in bite-sized format. You can watch it anytime, anywhere. I'd like to leave you with my favorite statement. Stock market is the place that reward educated investor. The more you learn, the more you earn. Hope you enjoyed this video. See you again soon.